Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar, and this mm, Psi-Lords #1, and this is the variant cover, or I should say, a variant cover. There's probably like a million covers because that's just how modern comics are. But this cover, look at it. This is actually pretty dynamic. Even Soy Lord in the back there looks okay. I know everybody's making soy jokes. I can't help it. It's true. That's what this makes me think of. This dude is totally a male feminist. He's getting ready to get Me Too'd any minute now. That's just who he is. Look at the rest. Like, this is just pretty cool looking. This looks like it's probably a fun book, right? What? What? Hold on. Let's get in here. I'm sure we can make some sense out of this. Now, who is that supposed to be? Let's see. Well, she doesn't have glowy red eyes, so it's probably not her. Oh, hold on, let's go back. Oh, hold on, I lost my place. Let me find it again. There it is. All right. Let's look. Apparently she's got that color eyes and no hair. She's wearing yellow. Okay. That color eyes. And it's not him. He's got hair. Wearing red. Ah! Found her! Right there! Yes! We found one of the characters. Alright. Well, let's look at this bald guy that's on the opposite page here. Let's see if we can figure out who that is. Let's see. Bald. No facial hair. He's calling people fascists. He looks like a fascist himself. Hmm. He's wearing green and his clothes are like growing pustules or something. Okay. So let's see if we can figure who this is. Let's see. No, not what color eyes? Oh, hold on. Can't tell. Gray? Maybe gray. All right, great. We got some eyes that are maybe gray. Got some glasses. Let's see. No, no glasses and plenty of hair. Can't be her. Hmm. Yeah, pretty sure it's not her. Oh, it's not him. I guess by process of elimination, it's got to be that guy. Nope, it's not that guy. I don't know who this guy is. He shows up all through the rest of the book, but I have no idea who he is. They call him Tank. Like, okay, hi Tank. My mom named me Car. Together we can go places. The writing. I really want to hate this book. Like right from the beginning, from the preview, I thought this book would be super cringy. And it turns out this book is basically just completely forgettable. So the interior art could be nice, but at no point does the interior art actually look fluid, like something is happening. Like, let's go over here. Where, hold on, we didn't talk about. So four people wake up in a prison somewhere, and they're like crazy guards, and uh, they all have a voice in their head. There, now you have the complete story of how this issue goes. Perfect. So here's what should be some really thrilling looking action. I don't get a sense of motion. I don't get a sense of anything dynamic from any of these. They look. This is like the worst part of Alex Ross art, where things just look like they're statues. Like, that's what this looks like. Look, here's a statue of a man falling. Wow, isn't that amazing? And all the while, this voice in their head's like, "You're a god, you're a god, you're a god, you're a god." It just reminds me of the opening of Xenogears. Like, that's all that reminds me of. This book doesn't do anything for me. At no point does it actually rise to the point of being interesting. If I wasn't going to review this, I would have actually stopped reading it before I got where I got. Uh, I'm going to give you. Should I show you the cool page? This is the page that probably was meant to really sell the book to you. Does that sell the book to you? Because this should be really cool. Huh. If they were thinking properly, this would have been the exact middle of the book, but instead the middle has this like stupid pose with a guy. Look at this face he's making. That's not a I got shot in the back of the head face. If you know what kind of face that is, you're a dirty person. But this is probably what should have sold the book to me. It should have been the exact middle. The staple should have been here. It should have been here. Right there, the little prongs coming out. And it should have opened up to this, like in the store, I should just win. Ah. But instead, looking at this, I'm just kind of like, stuff's happening. We got a guy like shooting green blobs off of his fist, okay? We got a guy shooting lasers out of his wings. We got a guy, apparently, stabbing people with claw hands. And we got a woman shooting people with beams of light out of her head. There's their superpowers. Three of them shoot lasers and one of them is Wolverine. And there's a lot of conversation here that's supposed to give us a point of like, oh, this person is this kind of person and has this personality. They've got like these tattoos on their arms. None of it matters. Maybe it matters later, but right now it doesn't matter. And we end off here where they discover, we're in a prison in space, dude! Oh my god, look up, you guys. Where else would you imprison gods? But in the heavens. That dying sun? Where are we? How are we getting home? Okay, number one, there's no indication that this sun is dying. Alright, this is something that really irks me. You're an idiot! It's blue. It's a very hot star. There's really only a couple of places where that star would be in this shape. One is if it's like a blue supergiant, in which case, yeah, it actually is probably in its life cycle of dying. It's going to take it a few 100,000 years to actually go kaboom, and your space station might be close enough to it that the next, if it's like one of those stars that ignites shell burning, it bounces. You might get killed by that. Okay. Or it's like a little neutron star. There's also like Wolf-Rayet stars. I think they're blue. But like none of these are particularly like that dying sun. The vast majority of stellar objects, as they die, they become redder. They expand. That's where red giants come from. Oh wow. One of Phantom's little dog hairs somehow found its way into the comic book. That is actually like the more interesting part of this book. Interior art, like, could be okay, but it doesn't feel like it. Seeing the super dynamic cover, like when I bought this, I was looking like there's got to be another cover on the shelf, and I'm like, oh, all the way to the back, and there was one of this, and I'm like, this is so much better than the stupid Four Faces cover that is like the one on the like. There were like 50 of them on the shelf. I was just looking to see if there was a cover gallery in the back here, real quick. It does not appear to me there's a cover gallery. There is, however, preview of Killers by B. Clay Moore. If you want a comic book that will never come out, it'll probably be like his Kickstarter and never actually get released. Wow, that plane is flying real low. Crazy. Anyway, Psi-Lords #1. It's not bad enough to be bad. Like, this is on the negative side of mediocre. This is like, if you were to give this a grade in school, this is like a D-. There should have been something awesome here. You got a prison break, 4 superpowered people who immediately know how to use all the powers, by the way. There's no, like, awkward training period. The only time one of them doesn't is when this guy doesn't realize he can fly, and then he goes, wait, I'm a god. I can fly. Let's pull up some of this dialogue. Oh, actually, you know, look at this guy, okay? Right here. See him? Does that at all resemble this guy? Does it? Does it? There's no resemblance to the character. I'm not even going to look at the dialogue. We're done. We're done talking about Psi-Lords. I've already spent more words talking about this book than were spent discussing the project by the editor. There was no editorial oversight on this book. This shipped out in first draft form. You have a great day. Bye-bye.